the YouTube archive. This is Nemes. We're playing City Skylines, streaming on Twitch. And so right now we're gonna give it a few minutes while people join, and we are also going to see what the hell we did last time. So I'm gonna pause it while we do that. We can survey. Oh yeah, I forgot we did all this industry crap last time around. This was all metals industries, I think. Yeah. And we've got a mixture of areas that have actual resources and areas that we're just building the stuff in. So this is like where the actual mining's happening, or at least some of it. And then this is all processing. So it looks like we've exhausted a fair bit of the minerals this way. Bum, bum, bum. All right, so we got that area. We built this residential area next to that industrial pocket. Pickle made us do blimps, so we got blimps flying in and out of here. Where the hell did we do blimps? Oh, right there. There's our blimp depot. We still have not done a ton of upgrade in the what I'd call the downtown area. We started building out a little bit of that area, extended our original industrial area. We did a whole lot of highway stuff last time around. We built this little commercial loop and some residential nearby. We may take Holly Park up a notch. We did take Kickville. We built Kickville, and that's a fairly sizable area. And then we built Kick's farming area. So Kick's farming extravaganza, and we built where Kick's kids are. All right. Let's go ahead and get the simulation started so we can see what our actual demands are heavy on. We'll also check our traffic. Yeah, we got that weird monorail loop between Kickville and the commercial area. All right, let's check all the basics while we're getting started. Electricity, we are actually getting close. Water, we are actually close right this second. So I'm going to pull a little more water out of here. That should fix that. And then sewer treatment. Do we have access to the nice stuff? Yes, we do. Okay, so I'll do that. We'll do there. Go ahead and extend this just as a... There we go. Now, we should probably start replacing these with that. So let's go ahead and pause. We'll bulldoze these guys. You know what else we may want to do is go ahead and build like a key. Where's that at? There it is. Blood wall key. There we go. That. All right, and then I'll move you down to here. And then we'll build all these eco. I'll try to put them as close to there as I can. Probably should extend the key. Alright, let's see how much that is. First I need to connect the water pipes. Get rid of these old pipes. Alright, there we go. Unpause. We'll have some weird water things happen real quick. Hopefully the keys will keep things from getting too crazy there. And we'll want to reconnect the power line. And there we go. So we should not need this guy anymore, the floating garbage collector. Because this should be pumping out 100% clean water. So this should, we should see this coastline start to clean out here soon. Okay. Now, what do we have next? We've got a lot of different demand. I feel like we could start by taking some existing areas and just upgrading them. So let's do that. We'll make some high density there. Since Holly Park is located kind of in an area that realistically will eventually be a built-up area, we'll go ahead and start upgrading this area. We'll do some residential as well. Alright, we'll do that. We'll see how that shakes out. And then we will decide what we want to do from an industrial perspective. And speaking of, what do we not have? We don't have oil. We have forestry. We have some farms. We have ore. I'm tempted to build some farming processing over here. So let's, I don't think there's any resources there, but there's a little. We'll see what that fills up with. We gotta see why these are abandoned. Not enough workers, okay. So what we'll do is we'll try to expand where Kick's kids live. We'll get a street up to there. And then we'll get some high density residential around there. Let's make sure we actually have pipes where we need them. And we'll expand just little areas down here so we don't forget in the future. Alright, a sinkhole is about to happen. Wonderful. It's going to happen right in the middle of the highway. That is one hell of a sinkhole. Holy crap. Wow. Alright, well, let us fix that. We want to level the terrain, so we'll start there. It'll take a lot of soil. So we're just filling it in rather than messing with it. Since it's right in the middle of the highway, I don't really see any reason to do anything too kooky with it. Okay, just about there. All right. There we go. So now we just have to reconnect the highway. And then repair. And we're good. Oh, repair that one too. All right, that should unclog everything there. All right, let's check on some of these areas we've upgraded, see how they're doing. Hoping we get some workers over here soon. I wonder if we don't have any public transportation over here, and that's part of the problem. Can we build a walking path from here to there? That might help, because we do have public transportation right here. But you know what we don't have that we probably should, or could, I should say? We could do bus terminals from like this area here. Let's do that. Let's create a new line. We'll start on this side of the street. We'll just kind of go around the town here. And then we'll head over to the actual farming area. And then back. And we will call that one Kicks Kids Bus Line. We will color that one red. Hopefully that will help with some of our worker situations. Getting public transportation is a big deal for workers. Kind of wish there wasn't a stoplight there. Not sure we're gonna be able to do anything about that though. Alright, down here we've got yeah, more farming stuff. That's fine. Alright, I'm going to build out this area a little bit more and see if we can't get some of the non, like this is where the farming area still is. So I'll put something out there, but I would kind of like more like down here. See what's what we can do with this sort of space, like this. All right, we'll see if some different stuff builds out there. One thing I have to do though is push that zone out, because we want it still to be agriculture. Probably gonna need another highway exit. This thing's already backing up. The other option I have is where else? Could put like a little exit ramp for the city. I could also get rid of this entrance into the industrial area. One option too, and I don't know why I didn't think of this before, is to put a quick little little entrance ramp onto the highway from the back of it, just so they don't have to turn left out of there. And then I think what I'm going to do, and that was my fault for forgetting to hit that button, I think I'm going to change this junction. Just put a stop sign there. And then hopefully that'll encourage people just to leave via here. All the trucks that need to leave should hopefully leave that way. All right, let's get these guys some power. What do we got over here? Yep, there we go. Baking companies, juice companies, cereal companies. So this is agriculture industry, but yeah, without the actual farms. That's cool. Do we have enough? You know, I should probably go ahead and make that high density. Since everything else here is high density. Alright, I'll do that. Alright, we don't have the employment issues that we were having. That's a good sign. We're eventually probably going to connect this area. There's almost like I could almost develop like a small back road system. Kind of like through the hills here, around the back of these towns. That'd be an interesting like highway relief valve. Think about that. All right, now we're having employment issues. Now, to be fair, I also don't have bus lines over here. So why don't I take a new line and go out here. And then back to there. Now they'll have to cross line to get there, but I think that should be okay. And then we can also continue to build out some residential out here. Let's do that. And that as well. All right. We've got some more commercial demand. We'll go ahead and start upgrading these areas in the city that we haven't yet. All right, that should be plenty. All right. How are we doing out here? Doing okay. Traffic's not ridiculous. I mean, it's busy, clearly. But it's not too bad. As much industry is pumping in and out of there, it could be a lot worse. The other thing we could do is we could, if space permits, we can upgrade these boys. Do a two-way. And then we could kick this up to a four-way, at least for here. All right. And then let's get some turn lanes on this one as well by making that a 4-lane. There we go. Turn lanes and merge lanes are essentially what you do by adding that extra bit there. I could even take this down to a 2-lane though. It's not a terrible idea. Let's see if that helps anything. Change this back to a 3 maybe. Yeah, I think that helped. I'll explain the logic of that later if anybody has any questions on it. Okay, so otherwise traffic's not actually that bad in this area, which is really impressive. This intersection's still a bit of a mess. I wonder if I could turn that back to a stoplight. I don't think it is right now. Oh no, it is. I mean, it backs up, but it doesn't seem to be getting worse and worse and worse and having a runaway feel there, but we'll check on it. Alright. We will eventually want to get over into this area. We're just not quite there yet. That one I can stop emptying. Are we on garbage processing? Not great. Might be time to add another recycle center somewhere. We got one there, got a few there. Might be time to add at least one over there. We don't have any over here, that's a problem, so let's add one right there. And let's add another one there. Alright, that should be plenty of that. Now, healthcare. We have a lot of sick citizens. So let's take a look at healthcare placement. We probably need a real hospital over here now. Let's put one kind of right in between that area and that area. I have to put another one right there. We got a hospital in that area. Put another one here. And maybe even in this area there. All right, let's see how that does. Oh, we probably should have one kind of in this downtown industrial area as well. Let's do that. And that's just a medical clinic, so I'm tempted to put a hospital over here in the farming areas, just so we got a little bit better coverage there. And it might not be a bad idea to get a second hospital in the city. Let's maybe do that. Let's put one back here. Alright. So we're much better on healthcare. Fire hazard. Definitely need more coverage up here. I'll put another large maybe in the corner here. That helps. We definitely need another one over here. Put one in this corner. Oh my. We'll put one on this side and maybe also on this side. No, we don't need it. Put one right. Actually, how about a small fire station over this way? And then I'll put a bigger one like right here. And maybe even on this side here. Alright, now crime. Man, we got a lot of people in jail. We could build a prison finally. Did we finally max out? Yeah, we did. Let's go with maybe another geothermal plant. We'll put that out here. Okay. And maybe another one over here at Kicksville. Alright. So we definitely need more police and jail capacity. Do we have any coverage issues? We don't appear to have coverage issues, so it's probably just time to build a prison. We'll probably build the prison out by not by this industrial area out here. And that should give us plenty of capacity. School-wise, we are way, way, way off. Where are we lacking coverage? We're lacking coverage over here, which makes sense. We'll use the newfangled stuff over here. See if that fixes all of it over here if we need more. We need another one right there. We definitely need another one in Kickville. Let's get the smaller one there. Alright. And over where Kick's kids live, there's apparently just not enough. Ooh, water availability. Alright. And sewage treatment. Apparently need a little more of that as well. Let's do so. And now we shouldn't need these lines anymore, which is good. Alright, back to education. Could use more schools in there for sure. Let's put one right there. And where else do we need one? That's covered, that's covered. Holly Park could use some more. We'll put one there, and then we'll put another one over here somewhere. Alright, we shouldn't need all that anyway. Okay. Alright, we've hit Colossal City, 42,000 population. We now build a nuke power plant, floating cafe, cargo hub, and an ocean thermal energy conversion plant. Next will be Metropolis, where we get our airport, which will be cool, cool, cool. Let's build some more farming industry out here. And we'll add a little bit more of that. Just add all sorts of different industry. Alright. Where was I? Education, right? Yes. So apparently somehow still need more over here. We'll add some right there. And we'll add another one in this town here. And it should put us at capacity at least, coverage-wise. Now, high school-wise, we definitely need some help there. We'll build one in that little part of town. We definitely need one where Kick's kids are. We'll put that next to the elementary school. We'll come back and check on that in a minute. We definitely need another one here in Holly Park. We definitely need one over here. I might put that right there. Put another one over in Kickville. We'll see if that improves at all. And then, oh yeah, Bryantown over here needs one. So we'll put one right there on the street, maybe? There we go. Where else would we need one? We look good in the city. Maybe put a second one down here next to the other elementary school. All right, that should put us good for capacity. Now, university, we've not built a single university. So let's build a modern technology institute somewhere. Could put that downtown here. And why wouldn't we? I'm all for that, actually. All right, so now we've got a university right off the main exit. Kick the simulation back up to speed 3. We'll have a fair bit of pollution on and off. All right, public transport, how are we doing? Midtown Loop. We definitely need some help there. Let's kick that up to 12, maybe. Metro line, we definitely have people waiting. Let's kick, oops. Kick that up to, I'm 6 vehicles, is fine. Farming, Kickville, Holly Park loop. That looks actually fine. And that loop there is fine. Okay, so we'll give this time for the extra vehicles to do something useful. Meanwhile, from a bus perspective, let's check on a couple of those. Doing okay. We do have quite a few people waiting here, so let's kick that up to 20 buses. Let's start at the beginning, actually. This is the farming to, or this, which one is this? Yeah, that's the Kicks Kids to new farming industry. Kicks Kids bus to farming Indy. So nobody waiting there. This one, nobody's waiting there. The city to mining. In fact, most of those are empty, so let's drop that down to maybe like 8. Let's see here. We've got nobody on the buses for the most part, and nobody waiting, so we're going to drop those down to like 6. Holly Park work line. Nobody waiting. Some empty buses. Let's drop that down to 6 as well. We just checked on these. Getting better, getting better. Terminal to industry. Yeah, that's... Take that all the way down to 4. Alright. And then we also have our blimps. We do have a fair bit of people waiting on a couple of these, so we'll kick that up to 6. And then for this one, again, fair bit of people waiting. We'll kick that up to 6 as well. Alright. How are we doing for parks? Not great. So Kicks Kids needs parks, so we'll put a couple here in the center of town. Probably could put one at the edge of town as well. Alright. Spruce Park doesn't have any parks. We'll put a huge park right there by the school. Holly Park, ironically, doesn't have parks, so we'll put one right by the blimp stop here. We'll put a Botanical Gardens right by the schools. Sounds like a nice educational opportunity. Let's get some plazas in over here. Put one there. Do they have smaller plazas? No, that's not definitely I wouldn't call that smaller. But maybe we'll put it at the entrances. Do that. Alright. Kicksville actually has some parks, so we'll put a tiny park in here. Another like a Japanese Zen garden in here. Oops. That was not where I wanted it. Let's move that over just a notch. We'll have like facing each other there. Brine surprisingly, not. That doesn't have parks either. So let's get a tropical garden in Brine. That sounds like a thing Brine would have, doesn't it? And we'll put a little... I don't know where to put this because it doesn't belong on a highway. Is there a little dog park we can put there? Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So we should hear a lot of upgrading going on now. Let's get some more stuff out here where Kick's kids are. We'll put a botanical gardens out this way as well. There we go. And then we'll get some plazas out here by the farms. Just so people who are working have somewhere to go on their time off. Same thing with Cedar Square. Let's get some plazas. Maybe another one over this way. And definitely over here, we have almost nothing. We definitely want to get some of these things in here. Plazas for the work areas. And then we could do the same thing over here in kind of, you know, industry central. Just a bunch of little plazas. Especially here on the main road where we don't put any businesses, we'll put little plazas in. Next to the school. Alright, so looking pretty good. Little plaza right off the highway here. Alright. Now we need some farming plazas. Which is a weird thing, but I'm doing it anyway. You don't like it? Well, that's fine. Right on the corner down here. And maybe another one or two over here. Alright. Everybody, plazas for everyone. Alright, so that takes care of that. We did not do much for tourism. Maybe a riding stable over here in Brine. That sounds like a thing. Right next to a park. Do some riding stables. Get some tourists to Brine. Do we have anything on the water? I mean, we don't really have anything other than our water production on the water, so probably hold off on that. Okay. How is our monorail doing anyway? Which one is that? Monorail, there we go. 209 per week. Yeah, it's doing okay, not great. Could be doing a lot better. I mean, part of that is it's just contained to Kickville right now. Maybe once those guys level up again, that'll really increase the amount of people in there, but until then, we'll just have to wait. Let's see if there's any unique buildings we want to mess with. Some parks. Tax office. An opera house. Ooh, a science center. Ooh, a ziggurat garden. Probably not quite big enough for all this yet, but tempted to put an opera house in. Like down off of here somewhere. Let's do that. We got this commercial district right next to this, so. Plus, it's right by the monorail. Mm-hmm. Mm. And then I wouldn't mind putting the Statue of Industry somewhere. Let's put that over here. Alright, so let us really wholesale upgrade our downtown area. Then we're going to add in a bunch of commercial. All right. Oh, man. How's traffic doing? Not terrible. Roll down that highway here and see if we've got any major stoppages. Excuse me. Doesn't look like it. Oh, never mind. I take it all back. Right here. Alright, I said it before that we're probably going to need another highway entrance here, and I was right. Sooner than expected. So let's pause this. And let's get an interchange here. We'll go right here, probably. And then we'll just connect the highway up. Okay. And then we're going to build a 6-lane there. What is the weirdness there? grass. All right, and then we'll do 2-lane highway there, there, turn that around, and off we go. So the other thing we're going to want to do is move you there, you there, or no, actually, that was dumb of me. Move him there, I'll move this further in, and we'll move this further in as well, because we are going to upgrade. First thing we're going to do is we're going to upgrade this road. We're going to extend you out to here and you to there. So. Now, really, though, I should have not done any of what I just did. Let me move this stuff for a minute. Now, let's upgrade you guys. I need to move you. I need to move... Well, I don't know if I need to move them. Let's just upgrade down. And then I'll move you. And upgrade you. Alright. I'll move you back to here. Alright, so air blimp thingy, bulldoze you, then you to you. Move that stop to, move that stop to there, and we should be fixed. Alright. Alright, so that should take a significant amount of traffic away. And then we probably want a kind of a diverted road, I'd say there into there. I don't like that. Let's do this. Let's take this off to the side. And then like that. All right. Move you back to here. Actually, I'll put you in the middle. All right. Also connect a couple of these streets down here. And all the way up to there. Also want to get these all grass lined. All right. Yeah, much better down here now. What else do I want to do with this area down here? Do I want to continue to blow out the farming? Which I certainly could do. In fact, I might do that at least for especially this area here. And then maybe even this area here behind the hospital. All right, let's do that. Get that piece fixed up. Alright. So we are running into people problems again. How close are these households to upgrading? Not close enough. So part of that's education. Could put a university out here. Next to the hospital, maybe? That ought to make you assholes happy. High school is still a struggle out here for some reason. So let's add one more high school. Add it on the main road up here. Alright, we need more. We need some commercial. Let's build some commercial off the highway here. Might even be a good idea to put a bunch of commercial in here. Where else needs commercial? Can do some here. Oh yeah, we gotta we gotta continue to upgrade out here. Downtown upgrades. Alright, that should help. And then let's get more resi upgraded. This will almost be a full downtown area soon. Alright. We'll let that build out for a hot minute. Let the simulation run. Slowly working our way down to Alex Acres down there. Or Alec Acres. How's the Opera House doing? 39 tourists. Let's look at the bus lines here. Do we have a bus line that actually hits over here? No. We should probably do one that goes from like the terminal. Well, let's at least stop here. Maybe we'll stop. Actually, no. Let's stop right at the right by the monorail link there. Stop. Up right here by the whatchamacallit, stop there. And then we'll just circle back. And we will call that one the Opera line. Change that one to yellow, maybe? No, there's too much yellow already there. Blue? Let's go with blue. Alright. We'll see if that helps the opera at all. Meanwhile, it might not be a bad idea to connect this area down here to there. Start connecting some of these disparate parts of the city together. We've got other parts of the city that are not connected like that. I don't mind them using the highway to get around, but we want to make there be some logical, natural ways to do that. I mean, this makes sense to connect these guys too, I would imagine. Why don't we do that? Let's just do a windy road from like there. Drop them in there. I don't want to make this whatchamacallit too crazy, the intersection there, so connect those to that. Oh boy, we are a whole bunch of unemployed over here. We need to expand where Kick's kids live here. Probably not a bad idea. Could go, could build some residential up here. Isn't really a bad idea. Let's do that. Let's come out to here. Oops. Let's maybe come out to right there. And then we'll go this way. Come this way. We'll fill all this up with residential. See how that does. Might be a bad idea to take that actually all the way down here. See how that does. Meanwhile, we need more commercial. So let's put a little here, because that took off pretty well. Let's add a bunch down here too. Yep. See how that does. Check on the rest of the city here. See how our upgrades are doing in downtown. We are running into some trash issues, which we shouldn't be. Lord knows we have enough capacity. I don't know if that's just traffic problems rearing their heads or what. Alright. So we're up to 48,000 people, $2 million. We are struggling right now with workers. Got some highly educated workers. That might be part of our problem too, is we're trying to go a little crazy. So actually, that's actually a good point. Let's do this. Let's take I'm gonna take all of this and I'm gonna replace it with offices. Let's see if that helps. Because part of our issue here is we're trying to build out these like specialty agriculture things, but we are ignoring the fact that we have a lot of highly educated workers, which is kind of silly of us. So let's see if we can do something about that. Alright, there's some power. Yeah, the other thing we could do, we could plow some more commercial down here. Do we still need this electric back here? Maybe. I feel like here we don't. That's all connected here. Don't need that one for sure. Honestly, don't think we need much of this at all. We'll get rid of all that. But yeah, we can start pushing pushing this commercial district out a little bit. We do that. So we'll take this out to here. And do that. Same thing here, out to the highway. And then towards the exits. We can even extend down towards here. And what I'll do is I'll put I'll probably put offices right on the highway. We'll put these guys just back here. And then all the rest of this can be high density commercial. And let's take you off of there and there. Okay. See how that does. We may need to expand these streets into 6 lanes now. Can't upgrade here because of police headquarters, firehouses. We may have to move all that stuff and make this a vital artery through the city. I think is that going to be an issue further up here? Let's see where we run into issues. If it's just here, this is easy. Okay, we're going to do that then. That's now a major thoroughfare through the city. We'll move you over here. We'll move you over here. And then we will upgrade there and there. And then we can just move you back. And move you back as well. Alright, so let's fix all the zoning I just messed up. Add all that back. Add all this back. I don't know how that got messed up in the first place. That was... There we go. And that. And that. Alright. Problem solved. I say that. There's a whole bunch of little issues here, looks like. Alright. We'll find all that stuff as we go. Oh boy. We run out of water? We are. Let's go here. Add another one. We're going to have to come up with a better water plan soon. Also need to figure out what we want to unlock next. I'm tempted to do this just to get all these things connected. Alright, and then we forgot water pipes up here, and that's just stupidity. Just gonna connect some things here so we don't forget about it later. Alright. Now, one one of the things I talked about doing was kind of having like a loop on the back end of the city. I think I'm going to go ahead and start building now. I'm going to make this kind of more of a windy thing. I don't want that up though. Oh dear God, that looks horrible. Well, it's not terrible actually. All right, so let's start connecting this up. Connect you to you. Connect there to. Alright, it's there. Slope too steep. Yeah. We could go there to there. Probably can't get that either, but we can get there to there. All right. Now we've got a little bit of this kind of back road throughout the entire city. Don't want a ton of connections to it, but just enough to allow people to bypass the highway if it makes sense. Different service vehicles probably going to use that quite a bit as well, which would be good. All right. Not bad. Not too shabby. Zoom out, please. Well, that's... Ooh, let me fix that real quick. Which part would you like to see there, Scarpus? That's the whole shebang right now. Got our main downtown area, just kind of straddling the highway. That's where we started. Our main industry area. We've got Pickles Brine Town over here near the ore and mining district. We've got a little commercial residential hub down here by the Opera House. We have Kickville, which was needed to support our logging and I don't know, whatever you would call this, arboreal industry. We've got Spruce Park, which was the original small town that supported it. We've got Holly Park, which is kind of it was really the second main area we built. We started over here. This was our second add-on. And then the most recent addition is kind of this farming area over here, which is having some education issues, which I'll talk about here in a minute. And then we've got where Kick's kids are, which, by the way, we need to have a schools out policy so that we can encourage them to go to work over here instead of not doing that. So we are going to go ahead and kick up some more residential. So let's do that over here. Because we really need to figure out if we can get this farming community back to life. All right. Meanwhile, So we can't upgrade until we get more education. But if we educate too much, then we have too many of these unemployment issues in the farming community. I mean, another option is to change this out of a farming community, but that's the natural resource that lives there. So that's what I tend to want to do. Meanwhile, let's track down this highway problem here. Looks like mostly merge issues. One thing we can do to try to start helping that is expand this a bit. See if that unclogs that a little bit. Now that this is kind of the main drag through town, traffic has increased quite a bit. So, you know, one of our other options is to start to increase the street size and get another major thoroughfare through town, which we really don't have right now. It's mostly been just the two-way streets. Let's also upgrade the exit here. There we go. Alright, let's see how traffic clears out here. Looks like it's cleared out a little bit. The highway's not as bad as it was. The other thing we can do here is go ahead and kick this up to a 4-lane. So that we can get that extra lane for exits. Then we'll upgrade here as well for the exit. Oh, goodness. We will have to fix the interchanges here too, because this, while this interchange was fine for a little rural town that we started with, this is not the way the exit should be in a major city like this. Alright. The other thing we probably need to do is kick up the mass transit quite a bit. Let's check on our metro lines anyhow and see. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at how many people we have waiting. Hundreds of people. Kicked it up to 18 vehicles. See how that helps. Midtown Loop is saturated. Wow, we have 1,000 people waiting here. So let's kick this up to 12 maybe. Let's see. Not too shabby there. Not too shabby there, but we really got to see if we can unclog this this situation. So we've added significantly more vehicles, so we're really getting the we're starting to clean out a couple of those stations. Pardon me. Moving my mic around, apologies. Alright, yeah, that 1,000 stations dropping down to the 500s now. But if we see it start to pop up too much, we're probably going to have to throw some extra vehicles out there again. Because we're maxing out at 180 on each, and once we get to that 600 passenger station, I mean, they're there. But right now, we're just sort of holding steady in that 500 to 600 range. But we might need a couple more. Yeah, I think we're gonna kick it up to 24 or 22 vehicles. See if that helps. So far, not really. It just seems like the demand is there for a lot. So let's go crazy for just a minute and see if that has any impact on things. And let's go look at that stop here. So we're gonna look. Oh no, that. So we're working on it. Got it down to the 300s, which is definitely progress. So if we can get that down under 200, under 100, I'll feel a lot better. We may let it roll with this many vehicles for a little while. Problem is, like, you hit a point where there's too many vehicles and you need to actually build another loop, or you need to go the other direction. Right now we're not backing trains up yet, but we're close. Alright, I think we're finally going to get through that, we're finally going to get through that peak. And then what about here? We had... Oof, that one's still pretty brutal. We're going to kick that up to, call it 16. See if that helps. Oh, public transport. It's fun. Honestly, it's getting to the point where whenever I have traffic issues, I start here. I should start here before I mess with the roads too much. Because, boy, if you can fix some of your public transport issues, then your roads are less relevant, for lack of a better term. Unfortunately, I do not see us making a dent here, so let's max it out. Then we may need to build just a whole nother loop. But possibly in reverse. So we drop down to the 300s if we can maintain that momentum. I just don't know if I have any faith that we can. No, I don't think we can. All right, let's zoom out here. Metro Line 2, you go where again? Let's temporarily turn you like cyan. And then I don't want to see the others right now. Just want to see line 2. All right, so let's take the metro line. Let's build the stop on the other side. We're just going to do a reverse loop. Part of our problem is we're just sort of maxing out on those tracks. There. Close it there. Alright, so what did I just built this one. So reverse metro line 2. And we will change that one to red-ish. Now we can turn all these back on. And let's see what reverse Metro Line 2 does. I also might want to look at doing a reverse Midtown loop. So let's do that. Let's take a look at the Midtown loop. And let's go the other direction. So we're going to start there. We're going to go to here. There. Where the Midtown loop is not really a Midtown loop, is it? Looks more like an all-town loop. Maybe that's part of the problem. It's too big. Alright, should just be about done here. Wow, this is huge. Yeah, no wonder this is a problem. Alright, so let's look at that one. And we're going to call this the reverse Midtown loop. Turn that one yellow. It is now. How about purple? Do I have any purple? I don't think I have any purples. We'll do purple. Alright, so we've got the reverse Metro Line 2, which isn't too crazy yet, but hopefully is keeping this down more. So the first thing we want to do is let's take this down to maybe 12. Alright, we'll see what the effect there is. And then Midtown Loop will take down to maybe 20. Then we should be able to start siphoning those passengers off to the reverse loops. We'll see how that goes. Our number's definitely going up per week, which is good. We'll check back on that in a minute. Watch pot and all that fun stuff. Okay, the blimps don't seem to be backed up too much, though I don't find blimps particularly useful, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, we get a whole 130 people a week on there. They just don't hold enough people is part of the problem. Taxi cabs, we're getting almost nothing, 7 per week. How are we doing here stop-wise? We are A-okay. In fact, I don't even need 2 vehicles. One of those guys is plenty. Okay. Back to looking at the actual city at large. How is our talent issue from an employment perspective has definitely improved over this way. In fact, let's make one more good-sized row of housing here, maybe. Alright. Hopefully that will finish that piece. Do we have enough death care over here? We have very little death care over here. So let's do that, and then let's check on some of these other areas. Definitely lacking in different parts of town here. Let's put one on a side street this way. Side street over here. Probably not a bad idea to get one back this way. Over here. Get some on the back road here. Now, knowing what I've just done, though, I'm probably going to have all kinds of power issues. I set them back off the road. So let me... Okay, you're good. You're good. Okay. Not so bad, actually. Not so bad. Alright, so... What are these? Oh, these are modder packs. Fantastic fountain. What does this do? Visitors, okay. I've got all these plazas still. We got the statue of shopping. That might not be bad to put over this way. Kind of what happens back here. Put it right there by the monorail. Alright, let's move it like right next to there. Alright, and then what else can I build? Transport tower. We can put you over here somewhere. Cedar Park. Let's do that. At the tax office. Where would I put you? Maybe in Holly Park. Alright. Got the Expo Center. Flatiron Building. That's an after dark building. Got the ziggurat, which doesn't really fit anywhere yet. High interest tower. Make that the center of Kickville here. I don't know that it actually fits anywhere. Oh, maybe right there. Doesn't seem like it really fits the mold, so to speak. We'll leave that be for now. That thing's a little too big for our city, I feel like. Not quite there yet. Alright, got some nice sized residences in here. Time to take Alex Acres up to the next level. So let's do that. Alright. It's really the last of the old city that hasn't been upgraded yet. We'll add some offices back here as well. Start filling in some of this downtown area back here with offices. This whole little area here makes certain sense to have offices, so we'll do that. And then that should be plenty of offices. Might have to build another commercial district back here. Could go... Yeah, let's do commercial back here. Yeah, that makes sense. Good deal. All right, let's see. I think that's about all I want to get done for today. The city is slowly starting to grow together, which is cool. It's a natural, you know, they were all built for separate areas, but we're starting to sprawl towards each other, which is neat. Still think there's some more creative things we can do. We got to figure out what to do with this area back here. There's a lot of areas I've kind of left open just so we have more flexibility. We'll start filling that stuff in. But yeah, hope you guys are enjoying the City Skylines. If you are, let me know. Follow, subscribe, like, comment, whatever platform you're on. Do the things. And yeah, I've been Nemes. We'll see you guys next time.